All right. Back on the road after a somewhat lengthy, about an hour or so, McDonald's visit. That was also after the bike shop visit, which you may have seen the video too. That together was a little bit over the amount of time that I wanted to spend, the amount of downtime that I wanted to spend. So we are definitely going to wander into our ending location a little bit later today, later this evening. What time is it? It's about quarter to 8. And I've got about 25 miles to go. It's about an hour and a half. We should get there. It's not too bad. I think I was thinking like 10, but it may not be till, may not be, maybe only until about 9:15, 9:30. I usually like to get in bed around 9, at least on the trail. I usually end up not. Oh boy, here we go. I kick this shit up. Here we go. You may be able to, hear me cut out a little bit because of wind. I'm about to go up the hill. So, but essentially, we're gonna get in there about 9:15, maybe 9:30. We just sleep under that bridge. Wow, nice bridge. Really nice bridge. But essentially, I may not even be in bed till maybe 10 o'clock, you know? So that's okay. I think that's where I was yesterday, so no biggie. Downshift, downshift, downshift. There it is. I gotta learn it faster, guys. It's still not fully habitual yet. No, not up. Down. But we should be okay. I think we'll be okay for the evening. We're gonna butter our nuts up this evening. I keep on forgetting to put it on. But I still feel okay. Come tomorrow morning, that answer will change. I also wanted to give a little shout out. I did give one on Facebook a little bit earlier. Actually, a couple. One for the bike shop, Lake County Bike Shop. That's what I'll call it. No, it's Lake County. But essentially, great guy. He's the one who helped me fix my. I'll start there. Yeah. Because I didn't do a video of it, did I? I can't even remember. He essentially fixed my bike. Spokes were out. There was a spoke, a little, fuck man, you guys should see how small this little bugger is. Really tiny, but fucked it completely up. 15, there it is. And essentially, it's what was making my bike shift gears without me even doing it manually. It's fine now, it hasn't done it ever since. I'm really excited. Glad I learned something. I knew I would. And yeah, one lesson down. Really that easy, guys. It's right in action. Swapped a few stories. Lose maybe 15 minutes of sleep over it. I'll take it any day. Oh, and I also forgot my helmet. I had to go back. I had to go backwards for a little bit. It's a lot easier though to go back on bike than it is by walking. So, yeah, another benefit to riding the old two-wheeler. Second shout out goes to, strangely enough, not necessarily my normal shout out, but Mickey D's of of Lake County, northeastern Lake County, right before you hit New York. They decided to hit me up with, actually was one gentleman who was generous enough. Couldn't even get a reason why. But essentially, his final answer was, all for the grace of God. Take that as you must. I feel it day in and day out. Knew what he was going after, and he also reminded me to pay it forward when you can. By all means, you know that'll be true sooner or later. So, great guy, Bob. Thank you, Bob. One day I will most certainly be able to pay it forward to all those who are in need. But essentially, yeah, I went from $9 to $0 to $25. Yes, believe it or not, it's yeah, I was blown away. I was taken away. But shoot, man, it's happened before, and sometimes when you're in these predicaments, the decisions you make of giving or receiving, giving and receiving, those decisions are what make you who you are, right? He was a giver at that moment. He was an angel. He was someone who had the ability to bless someone else. And I just so happened to be someone in a complete need. I wasn't at my worst, that's for sure. But essentially, after talking with my father about getting my credit card and identification mailed out, which won't be until Tuesday, it being Saturday now, I think there may come a time when I just may need some cash. I didn't know that until later, but at the time I just had no cash, no food. It hurts. It shouldn't hurt. It really should not hurt to accept gifts. And I don't exactly understand it, but I've also been given the viewpoint that if you are unable to accept gifts, I mean, giving gifts is one thing. If you know how to give, good luck, man. I mean, I'm in the world of giving. I'm on this earth to give, man. I may not have much, but in time, I have no doubt that I will be able to give back everything that has been given. So, but essentially, if you cannot receive, and because you feel awkward, or if you feel a strange, if you just, you'll know if you feel that way. I feel it all the time. It feels weird taking from a total stranger. It feels weird taking from my parents. My parents drove me all the way to Geneva, making up about 70% of my first day's worth of riding, because I was behind on a mistake that I made. But that too also taught me a lesson. I learned so much that day about the essence of how to accept, how to give. I was in such a weird place that day. You can only imagine. That was all happening on the day I was supposed to leave. And me, my father being the stupendous father that he is, broke it down relatively simply. You can either choose to have people in your life, but when you do, you can either choose to have people in your life, or you can choose not to. If you don't, good luck making it in this world on your own. I have to be honest, I've tried it before. It's not easy. I always end up going to somebody, whether it be a relative, whether it be someone I know, or a complete stranger. So, but if you are, where was I? Shoot. Let's, if you know where I was going with it, let me drop up real quick. It feels so good not to have to feel that wrenching gear pull. Oh, I think I'm obeying the law. I have a helmet too. Yeah. But if you do it without anybody, good luck. If you do it with people, if you live your life in accordance with others, if you live with humans, if you accept the role of other individuals being in your life, you have to accept the ups and both the downs, the give as much as the take. It goes hand in hand. It's the theory of twos. I've spoke about this for years. You can't just give everything away. You can't. It's a give-take relationship. And essentially, you know, my father broke it down in essence of, because he's my father, and you know, relatives, no matter, I can't say this for everybody, because I know there's people out there with families that just aren't as loving as mine, maybe. But essentially, the people in your life that love you, people that care for you, people that are there to help you out in circumstances, you have to realize that they understand that that's what they're meant to do, that that's what they're here to do on this earth. And in turn, they usually, somehow, whether discreetly or openly, give you the lesson that it is your job to essentially return the favor. You give, you get back. Period, guys. It's that simple. You know, you have to accept the ups and the downs. You have to accept the give, the take, even as hard as it is. I've been taking for a very long time. Ever since, mainly, and this is just a big starting point. Ever since the Buckeye Trail, or no, ever since Florida. Florida was the big one. You really think I walked all the way to Florida on my own? You're crazy. I mean, I would like to say that I did. Man, I got more help along that way than I could ever imagine. It was overflowing with people that were willing to help, you know? So I had to accept it because I just didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just didn't. I just knew I felt something that I needed to do, and I had to do it no matter what. I really didn't have too many limitations. Didn't put too many rules on it. I just knew I had to do it. So with that there, I think that will most certainly wrap up. It won't wrap it up. I'm probably going to take one more video. Maybe this evening I'll probably take a photo of where I sleep. I'm actually going to a campground tonight. Really nice one. I may have to get in discreetly. I could talk to someone there if they are there. I was informed that there might not even be anybody there, but it's an actual campground. Believe it or not, but I actually have money to pay for it now. And essentially the guy at the bike shop said, yeah, it's a huge freaking campground. You can kind of easily walk in, nobody's gonna bother you. It'll be quiet. And although it is supposedly a guaranteed chance of thunderstorms tonight, as of right now, all I'm looking for is a place to sleep. I doubt they have shelter, but I know they have bathrooms. And from experience, I could tell you, they're not that bad. Especially if they have showers. If I just so happen to take a shower, slip and hit my head and become unconscious for, you know, several hours, then I will have essentially found a place to sleep. Indoors. Man. So it's going well. I'm gonna try and get through as quick as possible. I feel great, even with the nutrition of Mickey D's. But anyway, this little place. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this over. Maybe I'll see you guys at the campground. All right, peace.